Motherfucker.
Hold on, I hope y'all watching this shit.
First round, real quick.
The people that are in those training rooms with him know how good
Because
he
he
is.
just knocked these out real quick.
But now we're gonna get a good. I might fuck with this guy. He just, to me,
They're at-
I thought he was a con
they're-
artist,
they're-
just based off his look.
They're at edge.
Holy shit! What the hell just happened?
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show, Friday, December 3rd, 2021. Hope everybody's having a good week, having a great day today, finishing off this work week. Got a pretty big show today. Got some college football games tonight. We'll go over some NBA games. Jump into talk about some college football conference championship games tomorrow. Got some NFL, big NFL weekend this Sunday. So if you're a sports fan, there's lots going on. But all right, before we get started, don't forget we're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us. We're giving out winners. That show's live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We're also live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. That's our sports talk show. And then we also have our pro wrestling show, GWR, which right now we're doing like live interviews. There's no set day for it yet, but we are working on that. We're getting ready to start doing weekly podcasts with that, and we'll have a set day, and we'll let you guys, we'll get that information out to you here real soon. Also, you can find Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room in podcast form on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, Pocket Cast, Breaker Cast. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. That's where we post every show announcement, any information about our show. It all gets posted to our social media. Our daily picks from Easy Money, a sports betting show, get posted there. Interview announcements, that's where we post everything. So follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That way you don't miss anything that's going on. Also, go check out our YouTube page at Gonzo Sports Room. Have a lot of content on there. We've live streamed and done live commentary for 4 different pro wrestling shows. We have 3 more coming up here in the next couple weeks. There's a video on there of Rikishi stink facing a guy. He was at one of the shows we was at. One of the shows we done, Rikishi was there, Head Shrinker Samu was there, the Boogeyman was there. So go check out all that footage. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Plus, there's a lot of other stuff on there too. We cover a lot of UFC. You can actually see me get chopped. You can also I got chopped by three pro wrestlers at one of the shows. There's also a clip on there of when some gunshots interrupted our show. So go check all that stuff out on our YouTube page, and hit that subscribe button, that bell for notifications, so you don't miss when we go live. We greatly appreciate it. Check out our merch store, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports /merch. You can see some of our t-shirts behind me, and I have one on. We have a new GWR shirt that just hit the store last Friday. Go check it out. The design on the front's a little bit different than these. Then on the back, it says the voice of Indiana Independent Wrestling. So go get you some GWR gear. We greatly appreciate that. One more thing. Don't forget, this Sunday, December 5th, we will be live at 8 p.m. Eastern with the live watch-along and reaction to NXT War Games. Got a couple guests that are going to be here with me. So come join us. It should be a great time. I think it's going to be a pretty good NXT pay-per-view. So join us for that. All right, let's get into some let's get into some sports betting here. All right, we'll start in college football. We got 3 or 4 college football games tonight, so we'll start there, and then we'll work our way. Then we'll go into some NBA, and then we'll talk some NFL and all that good stuff. All right, all right. Getting it loaded up on here real quick. All right. First game we have at 7 o'clock tonight. You have Holy Cross at Villanova. Again, this is college football. You have Villanova is 13.5-point favorites at home. They're minus 650 on the money line. Holy Cross is plus 440 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 49.5. I like Villanova in this game, but not enough to give up 13 points. But I also don't feel comfortable enough with Holy Cross to take the 13.5 points either. I do lean toward the over the 49.5 in this game. But as a sidewise, this is a game I'm probably would stay away from. Next game. Okay, just checking that. Next game is the Western Kentucky at UTSA. There I go. Hitting buttons when I don't mean to. All right, Western Kentucky is 3.5-point favorites on the road. They're minus 170 on the money line. UTSA is plus 138 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 72.5. 72.5. That's a lot of points. Western Kentucky is 8-4. UTSA is 11-1. This game is the Conference USA championship game. Western Kentucky has a top-ranked passing offense. They scored 42 points in 7 of their last 8 games. They scored at least 42 points in 7 of their last 8 games. UTSA has a great rushing attack, but it's been stifled a little bit in the last couple weeks. They beat Western Kentucky in October by a couple points. It was a real close game, but UTSA did win that game. I lean toward UTSA in this game as well. I think their defense is going to be able to slow down the Western Kentucky offense just enough to get the win. So I like UTSA to plus 3.5. And then I also like the over the 72.5 because both these teams. This is probably going to be a shootout. Both these teams can score points rapidly. So I like UTSA plus the 3.5, and I like the over the 72.5. Next game is Oregon at Utah. This is the Pac-12 championship game. Utah is 2.5-point favorites at home. They're minus 148 on the money line. Oregon is plus 120 on the money line. Over under for this game's at 57.5. Oregon is 10-2. Utah is 9-3. Oregon, key for Oregon in this game, they need to get off to a fast start and score some points to try to get Utah where they have to throw the ball and get out of their running game. Utah likes to run the ball. They have a good running game. They beat Oregon 38-7 2 weeks ago. I like Utah to beat Oregon again. I would go ahead and take it at the money line at the minus 148 instead of messing with the 2.5 points. And I like the under the 57.5 in this game as well. All right, next college game we have is Eastern Washington at Montana. Montana's 3.5-point favorites at home. They're minus 170 on the money line. Eastern Washington's plus 138 on the money line. Over under for this game's 58.5. I like Montana here at the on the money line, and I like the under the 58.5 in this game. All right, that's all the college football for today. Got a lot of games tomorrow. We'll have our college football picks official picks for tomorrow out before sometime before 9:00 in the morning. They usually go out. Usually I put them up sometime after midnight tonight. If not, they'll be up by 9:00 in the morning tomorrow. But we have some big conference championship games this week that have college football playoff implications. Well, you have Oklahoma State at Baylor. Oklahoma State's favored in that game. But some of the bigger conference games that we have, you have conference championship games there tomorrow. Let's talk about those real quick. We have Georgia against Alabama. Georgia's 6.5-point favorites. They're minus 250 on the money line. Alabama's plus 198 on the money line. Over-under's 49.5. I think it's going to be a good game. I just don't think I think Georgia's going to be a little too much for Alabama. But 6.5, I don't like the 6.5 points. I could see this being a field goal game. I know a lot of people think Georgia's just going to crush Alabama. I think Saban will have Alabama ready to play, and I think this is going to be a close game. I like Alabama at the plus 6.5. I think this is going to be less than a touchdown game. I think it's going to be a field goal game. So I like Alabama at the plus 6.5, and I like the under the 49.5 in this game. Then another big game, Houston at Cincinnati. Cincinnati is 10.5-point favorites. They're minus 450 on the money line. Houston's plus 320 on the money line. Over-under for this game, 52.5. Cincinnati wins this game. I would think that they're going to make the college football playoffs. There's still a lot of people on TV and a lot of people that are a little more into the know that think that even if they win, there's still a chance they might not make the college football playoffs. I think the committee it'd be hard for the committee to keep them out if they do win because they're going to take so much backlash. But this game right here isn't no gimme. Houston's a good football team. This is going to be a good game. I think 10.5 is probably too many, but also I'm not comfortable enough with Houston to take the 10.5 either against Cincinnati because Cincinnati. I can see it being a close game, but there's also a thought in my head that this could be Cincinnati putting it on them because Cincinnati is going to try to be as impressive as they can. I like the over the 52.5 in this game, but sidewise, as of right now, I'm kind of leaning to stay away. Big Ten championship game, Michigan against Iowa. Michigan is 10.5-point favorites. They're minus 500 on the money line. Iowa's plus 360 on the money line. Over under 43.5. I think it's going to be a pretty good game. Iowa don't have a great offense, but Iowa's defense is what really carries them. They have a real opportunistic defense. They cause a lot of turnovers. Only thing that worries me most about this game with Michigan is Michigan. Are they going to have a big letdown? A lot of times you see teams after they get a big win come back the next game and have a big letdown. And Michigan just had one of the biggest wins in program history over the recent years. That's the first time that they've beat Ohio State in 8 years? I know something like that. First time they beat Ohio State since Jim Harbaugh's been the coach. So are they going to have a big letdown this week? I hope not, because if Michigan wins, they're going to make the college football playoffs, and I like to see the Big Ten have somebody in there. But it is a game that does kind of scare me, so I'm staying away from the sidewise because 10.5 points too many points, I think, and the money lines are too steep. But I like the over to 43.5 here. All right. Like I said, we will have our official college football picks for tomorrow. They will come out. They will be posted on our social media later tonight, either tonight after midnight or by 9:00 tomorrow morning. But all right, let's move over and talk some NBA. and then we'll talk a little bit. Then we'll jump in and talk some of the NFL games we have coming up this week. But all right, NBA got a pretty good slate of games tonight. First game, the Miami Heat at the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers are 5.5-point favorites. They're minus 215 on the money line. The Heat are plus 180 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 207. The Heat are 13-9. Pacers are 9-15. The Heat have lost 4 of their last 6. They're 1-5 ATS their last 6 games. The Pacers have lost 3 in a row, and they're 1-4 straight up in their last 5. Pacers have lost a lot of close games. They're just so inconsistent. They play great. Pacers are one of the top scoring teams in the first half of games, but then they're one of the lowest scoring teams in the NBA in the second half. For some reason, I don't know if we get tired or what it is. Third quarter, Pacers usually will be winning at halftime, get outscored in the third quarter, and then falling short in the fourth. I want to take the Pacers because I'm a big Pacers fan, but they've also have cost me the last few times I've took them. But they're at home. Miami hasn't been playing real great either. So I like the Pacers here. But, man, 5.5 points is quite a bit in the NBA game. So I'm going to stay away from a side on this game, but I like the over the 207 in this game. All right, next game we have the Cleveland Cavaliers at the Washington Wizards. Damn, I'm making all kinds of noise. My bad. Washington is 3-point favorites. They're minus 162 on the money line. Cleveland is plus 136 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 208.5. The Cavs are 12-10 on the season. They have won 3 straight. Kevin Love's been balling out. They've had some other guys. And of course, they had a couple of injuries. They started the season off hot, had a couple of injuries, and they kind of fell back a little bit. The Wizards are 8-2 at home. They're 5-1 ATS last 6 home games. Wizards put some guys around Bradley Beal to help out some. Bradley Beal's been playing good. It's starting to shoot the ball better. I like the Wizards in this game on the money line. Next game, Minnesota Timberwolves at the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn is 8-point favorites at home in this game. They're minus 330 on the money line. The T-Wolves are plus 265 on the money line. Over under 221.5. Timberwolves are 11-11. Nets are 15-6. T-Wolves have won 7 of their last 10 games. They're 7-3 ATS their last 10 games. The over is cashed in 4 of their last 5 games. T-Wolves are a good defensive team. They're also 6-1 ATS their last 7 games versus the Nets. The Nets are 15-6. They've won 8 of their last 10 games. But they're only 1-4 ATS their last 5. And the over is cashed in 5 of their last 6 games. I like the Nets to win this game, but man, 8 points in an NBA game is a lot of points. I like the over the 221.5 in this game. All right. The next game, the Philadelphia 76ers at the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks. The Hawks are 1 point favorites at home. They're minus 116 on the money line. The Sixers are minus 102 on the money line. Over under for this game set at 216. The 76ers are 11-11. The Hawks are 12-10. Sixers have lost 10 of their last 13 games. They're 3-8-1 against the spread, their last 12. The Hawks have won 8 of their last 10, and they're 7-2 ATS, their last 9. I like the Hawks here at home on the money line, and I lean toward the over the 216 in this game as well. Next game we have is the Orlando Magic at the Houston Rockets. The Rockets are 2.5-point favorites at home. They're minus 144 on the money line. Orlando's plus 122 on the money line. Over under for this game, 217.5. The Magic are 5-18. They're coming off a win versus the Nuggets. The under is cashing 5 of Orlando's last 6 games. They average scoring 99 points a game, and they're 6-3 ATS their last 9 games. The Rockets are 5-16 on the season. They have won 4 in a row. They're coming off a win versus the Thunder. They average 104 points a game, and they are 5-1 ATS in their last 6 games. I like the Rockets in this game. Money line at the minus 144, and I like the under the 217.5. And then the next game, we have the New Orleans Pelicans at the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks are 7-point favorites at home. They're minus 280 on the money line. Pelicans are plus 230 on the money line. Over under for this game's at 216.5. Pelicans are 6-18. Lost to the Mavs 139-107 on Wednesday. The over is cashed in 4 of the Pelicans' last 5 games. Pelicans average scoring 102 points a game. They're 1-4 against the spread. Their last 5 versus Dallas. The Mavericks are 11-9 on the season. They average scoring 104 points a game. 6-3 ATS their last 9 games. The over has cashed in 7 of their last 10 games. I like the Mavs minus the 7, and I also like the the under the 206. Under the 216.5. So Mavs, like the Mavs minus 7. And under 216.5. Then we have the Boston Celtics at the Utah Jazz. The Jazz are 8-point favorites at home. Jazz are 8-point favorites at home. They're minus 360 on the money line. Celtics are plus 290 on the money line. Over under for this game's at 210. The Celtics are 12-10. They've won 2 in a row. They're 2-4 ATS their last 6. They've won 5 of their last 7 games. They average scoring 107 points per game. The Jazz are 14-7. They've won 2 in a row. They're 3-10 ATS in their last 13. They average 113 points a game. I lean toward the Jazz in this game, but 8 points is a lot of points, and the Celtics are a capable team. I do like the over the 210 in this game, though. Right, next game we have is the Phoenix Suns at the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors are 7.5-point favorites at home. They're minus 310 on the money line. The Suns are plus 250 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 217. The Suns, this is their second game of a back-to-back. They have won 17 games straight. Booker is out. He went out in the middle of their game on Tuesday against Golden State. The Suns beat Golden State 104-96 on Tuesday. Suns are scoring 112 points per game. For the Warriors, Curry had the worst shooting night of his career Tuesday against the Suns. And the Warriors were in that game, just kind of fell short at the end. The Warriors average scoring 113 points a game. I lean toward Golden State on this game, but 7.5 to me is just too many points to give up. But I do like the over the 217 in this game. And then we have the Clippers at the Lakers. The Lakers are 2-point favorites. They're minus 126 on the money line. Clippers are plus 108 on the money line. Over-under for this game is 218.5. This is a home game for the Lakers. I mean, if you want to call it that. They both use the same building. But Clippers are 11-11. They're on a 3-game losing streak. They're 0-5 ATS their last 5 games. Excuse me. Lakers are 12-11. They've won 2 in a row. LeBron James is out with COVID. Lakers are 2-5 ATS for the last 7. I like the Clippers here on the money line. Tonight with no LeBron James. Over under, I would say I lean toward the under the 218.5. All right, that's all the NBA games for tonight. There is some college basketball, but like I said, sometimes I'll go through a few games of college basketball, but until it gets later in the season, I don't do a whole lot of college basketball. We have NFL coming up this weekend. We will have our NFL picks up by we will have our NBA pick or NFL picks up by 9 o'clock Sunday morning. They'll probably be up sometime Saturday night after midnight. Got some interesting games this weekend. The Cowboys defeated the Saints last night. You have the Vikings at the Lions. Vikings are 7.5-point favorites. Cardinals at the Bears. And it looks like Cardinals are finally getting healthier and that Murray's going to be back. Bucks at the Falcons. They have the Bucks as 10.5-point favorites in that game. I think that might be a little too much. If you watch yesterday's show, I went through all these games and kind of talked about them a little bit. So make sure you join us, or make sure you check out our social media because our picks, NFL Sunday picks, will be up Sunday morning. Colts at the Texans. They have the Colts as 10-point favorites. I mean, there's some good games. Should be some pretty good games. Patriots and Bills Monday night is one of the games I'm looking forward to. That should be a good game. Broncos Chiefs is a Sunday night game this week. They have the Chiefs as 9.5-point favorites. With Chiefs defense, man, 9.5-point favorites seems like a lot. And the Broncos have been playing decent here as of late as well. But them games will go, like I said, we'll have our NFL. College football picks will be up by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning for tomorrow's games, and we will have the NFL picks up Sunday morning by 9. All right, let's get to my picks of the day for this Friday. Here we go. Picks of the day. I like UTSA plus 3.5 against Western Kentucky tonight in college football. I also like Utah money line over Oregon. And then in the NBA, I like the Miami Heat and the Indiana Pacers over 207. I like the Washington Wizards money line. I like the Atlanta Hawks money line. I like the Orlando Magic and Houston Rockets under 217.5. I like the Dallas Mavericks -7 against the New Orleans Pelicans. And I like the Celtics and Jazz over 210. And I like the Los Angeles Clippers money line. All right, go over them one more time. I like Clippers money line, Jazz Celtics over 210, Dallas Mavericks -7, Magic Rockets under 217.5, the Atlanta Hawks money line, the Washington Wizards money line, and the Pacers Heat over 207. I like in college football, I like Utah money line over Oregon. And I like UTSA plus 3.5 against Western Kentucky. I'll have those picks posted on our social media here in just a little while. All right, don't forget we're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us. We're giving out winners. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Also, we're live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 or 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with Gonzo Sports Room GSR. Come join us for that. Usually there's a couple other guys in here with me. We have a pretty good conversation about the hottest sports topics. You can find Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room in podcast form. Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. That's where we post all the information about our shows. We post our daily picks for Easy Money, a sports betting show, get posted on there. Our interview announcements, just any information about the show gets posted to social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Gonzo Sports Room. Check out our YouTube page, at Gonzo Sports Room. We have a lot of content on there. If you're a pro wrestling fan, we have 4 different pro wrestling shows that we've done live commentary for in the live stream. One show, you had WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi was there. Legend head shrinker Samu was there. The Boogeyman was there. So you can find that on our YouTube page. Go check those out. Check our merch store, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. You can see some of our t-shirts behind me. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, a lot of different stuff on there. We'll have some new, we had a new GWR shirt drop last Friday. Go check it out. And we also are going to have some new GSR and some new Easy Money merch dropping here real soon. Also, don't forget, this Sunday we'll be live at 8 o'clock Eastern with a live watch-along and reaction to NXT War Games. Got a couple guests going to be in here with us. Should be a great time, so make sure you join us for that on Sunday. One other thing. If you're looking for something to do tonight, go check out WCWO Wild Championship Outlaws, Wrestling Outlaws, WCWO, Indianapolis, Indiana. $12 to get in. It's it'll be the best $12 you've spent. I mean, you can't beat it for the price. Great. They put on a great show and it's ran by great people. So if you're around the Indy area, you're looking for something to do tonight, go check out WCWO over on Kentucky Avenue, not far from Lucas Oil Stadium. Also, don't forget, next Saturday, we will be in Fortville at Wrestling Theology Fellowship for Blizzard Brawl 2021. Let's pack the house for that show. Come join us. We'd like to see you guys there. Then on Sunday, we're going to be in Bloomington, Indiana for MPG Christmas Clash featuring James Storm. Come join us for there. We want to pack the house for that show as well. We'll be doing live coverage of that show on our YouTube and Twitch channels. So if you can't make it there, come join us for that. Also, December 18th, we're going to be live in Lafayette, Indiana at BMFX season beatings, Christmas Carnage. It's going to be a great show. Come join us there in Lafayette for that show on the 18th. We will have live coverage of that show as well on YouTube and Twitch. So come join us for that. Got a big interview on Wednesday as pro wrestler Travis Southern will be joining the show. You don't want to miss that. Working on scheduling a couple of other interviews for this week. So keep an eye out on social media for information about those. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Be safe. I'll see you here in just a little over an hour at 1 p.m. Eastern for GSR Gonzo Sports Room. If not, we'll see you hopefully Sunday night for the NXT watch along, or we'll see you Monday morning for Easy Money, a sports betting show. Have a safe weekend. Hope everybody has a great time. If you're a sports bettor, hope you win some money. Be safe. Peace.